all. Today we are going to see about physical and chemical changes chapter. In that rusting of iron we are going to discuss about. So children, what is rust? Let us see. This is one of the change that affects iron particles which is made up of iron and slowly destroy them. Since iron is used in making bridges, used in cars, truck, ships, and many other articles. So, how it happens? See this iron, when exposed to moist air for a long time, acquires a coating of a brown flaky substance called rust. So, how it happens? In the presence of moist air, moist H2O water, air oxygen. So, in the presence of more water and oxygen available place, rusting may occur. So, what is called rust? Rust is a iron oxide. Iron oxide, Fe2O3. The chemical formula of iron oxide is Fe2O3. Okay, so how rust forms in the presence of iron, oxygen, and water. These three are mingled and forms a new substance called rust, that is iron oxide. Okay, so see here in this three scenario, first one, see here, um, what is required for rusting? The question is what is required for rusting? In this first one, iron nail is there in presence of water, and water also there, then nail will release air. Okay, so here slightly reddish in color. So in this the rusting may happen, will definitely occur. Then here see only distilled water, iron, and yellowish blocked color in blocked, so no air will be available there, only water is present. So in this case the nail will not be rusted. So in this last one only calcium chloride has been put it. So here water is absence. In the absence of water also rusting cannot be takes place. So what do you observe from these? Both air and water are required for corrosion, that is rusting. So now you cleared about how rusting happens, isn't it? Next, disadvantages of rusting. So, what are all the disadvantages? Metal becomes brittle and weak. So, the particles of iron becomes very weak when a rusting happens. So, and destroys appearance and shine of the metal. It totally destroy the appearance and shine of the metals. See, you can look at it in the picture. It would not be shine. Then favors growth of bacteria and virus will be takes place. Okay, so these are all the advantages of rusting of iron. Okay, so how do we prevent a rusting? And painting, greasing, oiling, and galvanization. Okay, so mainly galvanization is a method of protecting iron from rusting by coating them with a thin layer of zinc. What is that? You have to be clear that coating them with a thin layer of zinc. This is the one of the method of protecting iron from rusting. What is that? Galvanization. And other things, painting, oiling, greasing, also a method to prevent a rusting. Okay, so in fact if the content of moisture in air is high, which means if it is more humid, rusting becomes faster. ஈரப்பதம் அதிகமாக இருக்கிற இடத்துலையும் rusting becomes faster. Okay, then next one, and the iron pipes we use in our home to carry water are galvanized to prevent rusting. So here you think of that we are iron and umbrella is zinc. So how iron is protected by zinc? So like a umbrella. Next, change that might be observed during a chemical change. Here some of the things I have given: burning of wood is a chemical change, rusting of iron is chemical change, bursting of crackers. So omelette, making omelette and curd, all. So in this process, heat absorbed or released. When it chemical changes occurs, heat absorbed or released. That is the one of the identification of chemical change. The next one, light absorbed or released. What happens? Light also absorbed or released. And sound produced. And sound produced in chemical changes. And change in color also. There is a change in color. And change in smell also, and formation of a new substance. So these all the changes during chemical reaction. Clear, children? Yes. So children, let's see next what is crystallization. So crystallization is a technique used for the purification of substances. A separation technique to separate solid from a solution. So crystallization is a process that separation of solid from a solution. So this is one of the physical change. Okay. So here the process of obtaining crystals of a soluble substance from its hot saturated solution is called a crystallization. Crystallization is only a physical change because new substance are formed during this process. It involves only a change in physical state. Crystallization is used to obtain pure substance from naturally occurring impure substance. நேச்சுரலாக கிடைக்கிறதுல impure substanceலேருந்து pure substance எடுத்துக்கிறதுக்காக we use this method. Okay. So how crystallization occurs? So take 100 ml of water in beaker and heat it on the burner. When water begins to boil, add about 2 ml of dilute sulfuric acid and then a spoonful of copper sulfate. And stir it continuously and add more impure copper sulfate until no more of it dissolved. So we have to add mainly copper sulfate. Fasten the thread in the middle of a wooden stick and suspended in the glass. Stop heating and pour the saturated copper sulfate solution in a glass. So place the glass aside and cover the beaker with a cardboard. Leave a setup for 24 hours. We have to leave it. After 24 hours, you will find blue crystals of pure copper sulfate stick to the thread substance in the glass. Now you can see about the crystals.